What's up, guys? Mike here, and it's time bringing another episode of Bad Rep Movies. This time we're going to talk about one that kind of inspired me to make this series. There's another three that we'll get to later that inspired me to make this series, but one that I definitely enjoy that when people hate on, uh, it upsets me a little bit, and that is a Joe Schumacher movie. No, not Batman and Robin, because everyone can admit that that sucks. But Batman Forever is one of my favorites, both for nostalgic reasons and I still like to watch the movie. It's still a good movie. I don't see why people don't like it. Alright, so first off, is Val Kilmer as good as Michael Keaton? No. But he's not bad. The one thing that can be said about Val Kilmer's Batman is that he didn't stand out. For better or worse, he was just there. He pulled off a decent Batman. He pulled off a decent Bruce Wayne. Maybe even a better Bruce Wayne than some of the other people do it. And he was definitely better than George Clooney. He was there, and he made the movie, enjoyable. Uh, and then we get to Jim Carrey, who I think was a brilliant choice for the Riddler, and he pulled off a really good Riddler. That's one thing about Batman Forever. Kind of like how the first Batman is a Joker movie, Batman Forever is kind of a Riddler movie, and I like that. Now, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face isn't horrible. I mean, I think the makeup they used was neat. I like that pinkish makeup thing. He was a bit eccentric as Two-Face, and it kind of bothered me how they had already had a Harvey Dent in the first movie, and then they recast someone. But that's just me. They recast Batman in that movie too, so that's not the main recasting. But Tommy Lee Jones is acceptable as Two-Face. It's not a horrible role that he did, and I don't think it detracts from the side of the Riddler story, which I thought was really cool. The tone, yes, it's a bit more campy than the other movies, but again, not as campy or as punny as Batman and Robin. But it still feels like a Batman movie. We're still in this Batman universe that Tim Burton had created, albeit with a few more neon lights, but again, not as many as Batman and Robin. But just because it's not as bad as Batman and Robin doesn't mean that if Batman and Robin wasn't made, that I would somehow start to like this movie less, because I like this movie. I think this is a good movie, not as bad as another movie. I like this movie, and it's probably my third or fourth favorite Batman movie. Because you got The Dark Knight at number one, got Batman Begins at number two, and this is right up there with a three-way tie between the original Batman, Dark Knight Returns, and this movie, because those three I all enjoy about the same, and I enjoy all three of those movies very much so. Also, I think Chris O'Donnell as Robin works well in this movie. In the next movie, I think they were just like, yeah, there's a Robin character there, but in this one, they build on his character. I like it. You get to see his origin story. It's it's a believable-ish origin story. They took it from the comics, so you can't blame them for having that origin story. And I think they adapted it from the comics really well. So overall, a lot of people hate on this movie. I don't know why. I personally think this is a B+ movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I could watch it almost any day of the week. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to watch this movie any day of the week. Either that or The Mask. I liked Jim Carrey as a kid. Of course, I also used to watch Batman and Robin as a kid. Differences going into adulthood. I've realized that movie sucks and that this movie is much better. So if you haven't seen uh, Batman Forever, or you haven't seen it in a while and you just remember being bad, go rewatch it and try to focus in on the Riddler story, because that was really well done, and I think the whole movie's really well done, but especially that part. So go give it another watch. If you disagree with me, let me know down below. Uh, if you have any other thoughts on the Batman franchise as a whole, let me know down below. If you got a movie that you think has a bad rep and you want me to take a look at it and defend it for you, go ahead and let me know that too. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next week.